Hello, everybody, and welcome to
Past.
Present.
Oh,
Woo!
who is that? Who's hacked us? Who's in right now? Oh, I can hear the clapping of the keyboard. He's in.
He's hacked into the mainframe. What's your password?
Digits.
It was just
Yes.
4-0.
The password is password. But yeah, no, we have a fun surprise for everybody. The not fun part of the surprise is unfortunately Sean won't be able to join us for a while. He's a little busy with life.
Mhm.
However, we have a really fun alternate in right now who goes by the name of
Tiger.
Ooh,
Underscore.
Yes, this is our very, very good friend Tiger, who we've known for what were we saying? Like over 15 years now? Close to 15 years?
2009.
2009. So yeah, close to, oh my lord. Time keeps on slipping.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Tiger is our very bestest internet friend.
Yeah. Longest
we
lasting
met-
internet friend.
Longest lasting. The man stands the test of time, mostly just because he's so damn handsome.
Mhm.
But
You wouldn't know, but
yeah, you won't know yet. We're still trying to. He's doing us a big favor and jumping on and helping out. But
Zach,
still
just
trying to figure out
draw
his-
him, and then I'll just paste
It's
it
just
over.
somebody. It's just handsome Squidward, but with really good hair. But yeah, no, Tiger's gonna be out here for the next few podcasts, hopefully, and we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, really excited to have him on. He's a real funny, handsome,
Charismatic.
gorgeous,
One would say-
charismatic. Like I could just ramble forever, but just have.
Oh, go on. Do go on. No,
Audience.
really, go on. Keep going. Keep going.
My lord, my love. But yeah, no. So he's gonna be here with us. We're gonna kind of like chat about him today. Like we had our first podcast where we were all sort of just chatting about each other, and now we're gonna grill Tiger about his deepest, darkest, dirtiest secrets.
Yes. Where'd you
Give
bury
me
the
a
body?
bust. Oh, it's just in my backyard. It's I don't know.
We'll get to. Well, no, we'll get to that. We got to try to keep retention.
Oh.
But yeah, no. I don't know, Tiger. Let's just. You know what? Let's before we get into Tiger. How's everyone's week been? What have people been up to? What are people watching? What are people doing?
I just watched the third season of The Bear.
Oh, that's on my list. I really want to watch The Bear.
Great show. Loving it every time. Cannot wait for the season 4 stuff. Don't know how much longer it's gonna go, but
how many seasons is it? Like
right now,
4th
3.
season starting. 3.
So,
Okay, so
yeah,
so you're
third,
caught up. You're caught
yeah,
up.
the third season came out in like June, so it's gonna be a bit for the 4th season. Besides that, just been sick. I've been sick.
Always fun.
Yep.
I haven't really been watching a lot. Just started getting into Metaphor. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
It's on my
came out,
list to play.
Probably gonna go see Smile too. So gonna watch the first one again.
I haven't even seen the first one.
Yeah, I've been real bad with horror movies lately. And by lately, I mean the last like 10 years.
Speaking of horror, though, I did watch Train to Busan. The wreck from the last episode.
That's on my list.
Excellent.
That shit was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Best zombie movie I've seen in a long time.
I give good recommendations. Like,
You
what
do.
can I say? It was a very, very solid movie. And
Listen, Golden Kamuy is good too. It just requires my undivided attention 100%.
I watch it dubbed. It's really good dubbed. You don't have to read. But yeah, no, Train to Busan was a banger ass movie. Really enjoyed it. Had the coolest dude in existence in there, whose name escapes me at the moment, but I'm gonna look it up really fast.
Yeah, you're talking about the one the father to be.
Yes, the
Yeah.
father to be. Oh
Coolest
no.
character. Also, besides that, I also watched Hereditary, and it was okay.
That was a movie.
Didn't
I
like
didn't
the ending.
recommend it.
No, that was the other guy, not the other guy that's over here. The other guy.
The other guy who's dead to us now. No. Yeah. No. No. Awesome. Yeah. I'm still trying to find time, carve out some time to watch Scream and the other movie that I was told to watch. Which, if you give me 1 second, as I check my post-it notes really fast. Nope, not on those ones. Must be in this pile over here. Nope, that's nothing. The Conjuring.
What? You've
Those are the
never seen
two.
The Conjuring?
No, I haven't seen The Conjuring.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Ooh,
Maybe.
well,
I mean,
that's not well. Okay. I mean, I like horror movies. I like
I think you'll like the
if it's
first one
just
for sure.
if it's just a horror movie, I'll like it.
The first
I mean,
Conjuring is
very
like
atmospheric.
very solid movie.
Yeah, very solid.
The
The rest of the movies,
Debatable.
hit or miss. Hit or miss.
Fair enough. Regardless, I'm excited. I recently watched Transformers 1.
Nice. How was that?
Oh,
That movie was so good.
Good.
It was like for it being like a I don't want to say reboot, like just sort of because like it tells a story that doesn't normally get told, I guess, outside of like comics.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like it was a good starting point, origin story for like the Transformers franchise, to get people into it. Um, really solid, pretty much throughout the whole movie. The complaints that I've heard, I didn't really even. I wouldn't say I don't agree with, but like they were very minimal to me. Like I did not. People were kind of like annoyed that like Bumblebee was like annoying in the movie, and like he had his whole like badassatron like thing. And I was like, that happened like maybe like 3 times in the movie, and it didn't really matter. Like that is a minuscule thing to be annoyed about. But no, I mean the story they were telling, like the relationship between um Optimus and Megatron, D16 and Orion Pax, like was really solid. Like the emotional bits hit like one of the couple of the coldest line reads that I've ever been in Transformers. Like really good. Like I definitely recommend it. I hope it can get a sequel and even a trilogy. Apparently there was a thing that came out recently that like because I think it was like $75 million or something like that it cost to make, and it only made around like 120 mil. But the thing is that the cost of the budget of the movie was split between 3 different companies. So like it wasn't like it was a big loss for anybody.
Well, that depends how much they did for marketing and advertisement, which isn't included in budget for
Yes, which we can all tell
spent
you
to
there
make it.
was no marketing or advertising for the movie. There was like one trailer that sucked, that made it look like it was like the dumbest movie on earth. And like honestly, it was all word of mouth from essentially one guy on Twitter that was like, "For God's sakes, please go see this movie. We need more of this."
Damn.
But yeah, no, I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of it. There were so many scenes where I was like, my jaw was dropped. Like the action was awesome, way more violent than I thought it was going to be.
That's good though.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can really tell it was a movie by the fans for the fans.
Yeah, no, like it was marketed as a kids movie, and it definitely. I wouldn't say it wasn't a kids movie, but it definitely is for both kids and adults.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like a family movie.
Yeah, it's a family movie. Like if you were a parent going into this and then you walked out and you're like, well, that was stupid. I don't know, you're media illiterate, I guess.
Those are like the best types of movies, though, the ones that are good for everybody.
Yeah, it's not like you bring your kid to see Pokemon 2000 and it's just you're just listening to monsters say their names left and right. Like there was shit going on, and I mean from a parent's perspective, I like that.
Yeah.
But like my dad took me to see Pokemon 2000. His ass was fucking asleep during that. But I don't blame him. But like yeah, no, like this is a movie where like you walk out and you're like, damn, movie, damn.
I'm sorry, but it was missing robots humping legs.
Where were the humans getting high off pot brownies by accident? Why was there no sexy women on car?
Michael Bay is the only thing that can save this franchise.
Michael Bay is the only thing that can save this franchise.
Oh boy.
Like, best Transformers movies.
Yes, I have. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Tiny little robots turning into people.
Depending on this episode comes out, happy 70th birthday to Godzilla.
All right, I didn't know who you were saying happy birthday to for a second, but I was real scared. I'm like,
happy birthday to Zach.
That's still not who I thought you were gonna say. But no, that's cool. 70 years for Godzilla, huh? That's wild.
November 3rd.
Godzilla's an old bitch.
Yeah.
Aren't they re-releasing the Shin
-1?
-1 in theaters again?
Yep. With some like extra content or something, apparently.
Oh, did they explain what the fuck happens at the end with the lady?
Couldn't tell you. It's probably just like other deleted scenes. Or...
Yeah.
Always holding back.
You always got to. I mean, well, they always film like hours of extra scenes that just don't make it in.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a huge round of Infinity War, not Infinity War, Endgame deleted scene. Actually, no, it's both. Deleted scenes like coming out recently, and it was like so many alternate scenes and like the extended scenes and whatnot. It's crazy. Granted, most of this probably came out in the DVDs. I just didn't own the DVDs to watch it, but it's like seemed probably close to like a half hour to 40 minutes of just scenes I've never seen before.
That's crazy.
It'd be a 5-hour movie.
I would have sat there for all 5. I would have pissed my pants. Like I wouldn't have left the theater. I would have sat there and watched a 5-hour movie for that. Not for whatever comes out next. The next like big Avengers movie I'm not going to give a crap about. But like for that one, like the ending, the finale of the series, like yeah, my ass would have been sat there for 5 hours. I wanted to do those when they offered it like watch like the entirety of the MCU in like one sitting thing, like do like in Boston or whatever. I just never had the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, at least with those movies, you've already seen them, so I mean, you can like, get up and take a piss.
Go to the bathroom. Yeah. But like I wouldn't do that for this round of MCU movies. Like they're like watch Shang-Chi and all those other ones in a row, and I'm like, nah, stop, pass. Shang-Chi was fun, I liked it, but
yeah,
I don't think I'd ever have to watch it again.
For this phase, it's definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. I haven't watched a lot of this phase still, honestly. Like I haven't watched Ant-Man, haven't watched the Marvels.
Nope. I haven't even watched
Guardians,
the shows,
which was really good. Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of the shows.
I haven't even. Yeah,
I did start watching Agatha.
Loki season 2 yet.
How's Agatha?
But I haven't gone around to it.
I mean, it's fun so far. I've watched like the first 2 episodes. But I usually like to wait until the whole thing's out so I can just kind of
binge it. Yeah,
I do that a lot for stuff. I have to be really jonesing to watch something week to week versus just waiting for it to be done. And honestly, none of these Marvel shows I've been like, yeah, I need to get that done immediately. Gotta hop on that every week.
You mean you weren't on the She-Hulk bandwagon?
I did watch She-Hulk week to week, actually.
Too.
That was because like nothing was really on when She-Hulk was like nothing was going on.
I did. I watched it, but I did not like She-Hulk. thought it was really bad.
I didn't. Okay. All right. I wouldn't go say it was really bad. I don't think it was like exceptional
really
or anything. I'd give it like a 7 for the Marvel movie.
Really?
Shows that are 6.5, 7.
I feel like unanimously that's hated.
But for like the wrong reasons. They're like, She-Hulk twerk. This is a bad show. And like, like if that's the reason why you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. Like, Deadpool did an entire fucking dance scene in the beginning of his credits. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think it was fun. I think it was a little ham-fisted at times. And you know, I didn't mind the fourth Wally break stuff. Like that's what she does in the comics a lot. So like she's Deadpool stole that shtick from her. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fine. Like it was nice to see Mark Ruffalo and his Hulk do some things at the beginning. And like I think it could have been a little more action packed. I think there was missing action definitely. And hey, if it gets any credit, it brought Charlie Cox back into the suit. So
that was the like only good part to me. Was the Daredevil stuff.
And then next year, Daredevil Born Again. Very excited for that.
Woo, woo, woo.
It's insane that they had to rewrite the entire show like twice, but hey, I hope it's for the better.
Same. You see that Blade's been shelved basically.
Yeah, great job, Marvel. It's really hard to fucking write a vampire movie, huh? That you've been teasing since fucking Eternals, which sucked. That sucked.
I
can't pretty
remember
movie. Yeah.
She beautiful, pretty women.
No, beautiful, pretty movie. Like it looked
beautiful, pretty women.
Beautiful, pretty women. Lovely women.
Like,
so pretty, so beautiful.
I just remember Superman
so
and like wolves or like.
Oh, for Eternals? Yeah, it was just
yeah,
it was the most. It was like soup. Oh my god. The blandest superhero suits. They crammed in like 6. They did an Avengers movie in the first movie basically for the amount of characters. They killed off half the characters. Again, they killed off our boy from Train to Busan. Pissed me off.
Yep.
Like,
it's the most awkward fucking like that was a packed theater and it had Marvel's like only sex scene in it and I was just like there are like 4-year-olds in this.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's what they blamed it on. So now they're like, no more sex scenes in our movies, which is fine, whatever. Fine. But like, don't blame the movie being bad on a sex scene. That was not the reason.
Right. No, I mean it wasn't like long or super graphic, but I just remember like,
it was like a TV level. It was like a TV.
Yeah,
level
no, for real.
Like,
yeah, no.
But like, it was so inoffensive that I forgot there was even a sex scene until you said that. Like,
I would have forgotten about it if I hadn't seen it in theaters. And
all I can
heard
remember
the murmurs.
is that they had that weird like werewolf creature thing that was like, I'm going to kill the Eternals, and honestly had zero effect on the plot whatsoever.
Yep.
It was like they could have told a very different story, and it was like this story with the like internal strife of the Eternals was like should have just been like the third movie. Like it shouldn't have been the first movie where it's like here's all these characters, some are secretly evil, some are dead. It's like, you know, we didn't get enough time to bond or get to know these characters, and we're probably never getting another Eternals movie. So
nope.
Eternals almost feels like it should have been a show. That's the one that feels like it should have been a show.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think they didn't want to do it because Inhumans was a show and that failed so hard.
I mean, that one was on ABC, wasn't it?
No, that one that was I think there was like an episode or 2 that was on ABC, but I think it was streaming on somewhere.
I don't know. I just remember like the 2-episode premiere, they were showing it in IMAX, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah, okay, that happened. That did happen. Yeah.
I also had no idea who the Inhumans were.
No one did.
Nobody does because nobody really paid attention to it.
All right, yeah, no, Tiger. I think you're right. I was confused with the because I forgot that they did the 2 episodes in IMAX, and then they had the rest on ABC. But yeah, they also did like a weird thing in that where they're like, we're gonna deconstruct the Inhumans, and it's like, no, let the Inhumans do stuff normal for the first season. Let people get to know your characters and find them cool, and then put them like at odds or disadvantage in the second season, so then you can root for them to get back to where you knew them. Instead, they're like, we're gonna shave Medusa's head, the whole basis of her powers.
Yeah,
and it's like, what are you doing? Like, that's not how you tell a show or introduce a character, is by nerfing them immediately. Like, god damn.
What do you mean? Didn't you just throw kryptonite at Superman as soon as
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
came out of the pod?
it's kind of like that. If you did X-Men '97 with Storm without knowing Storm's character first.
Exactly. Like, you're like, oh, we're gonna get rid of Storm like episode 2, and it's like, what do you mean? Get out of here.
I mean, that was done really well. X-Men '97 was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, no, X-Men '97 was awesome. Like, but it had
good.
X-Men '92 through 6 to like back it up.
True.
And like, people had like source material to go off of if they wanted to, but there was nothing for all these other movies.
Just 60 years of comics, but
you know what I mean. I mean, like, continuity.
Yeah,
of
no,
the
I
show,
get.
yeah. But no, you're right. Like, and people have seen Storm in the X-Men, the Fox movies and whatnot, and like all the other animated TV shows. Evolution, X-Men and the Wolverine, or Wolverine and the X-Men, and all that stuff. And I didn't think we'd be talking about Marvel this much right at the beginning.
Yeah, whatever.
And had a
Just
good Marvel
became a Marvel
conversation in a minute. Hey, this is the Tiger Podcast. No, get that out of here. It's the Marvel Podcast.
Quickly replace.
Who's your favorite superhero, Tiger?
Oh man, that's hard. I think honestly, like, it's just the X-Men as a whole.
Pussy cop out answer.
Right?
Oh my god, fine.
I like 17,000 characters.
I can't pick a favorite. They're like all my children.
Avengers, because all the Marvel heroes are in the Avengers.
I can't. I have such a hard time picking favorites. I'm indecisive.
Like,
my character.
Tell us who your Blorbo is. Who are you most excited to see pop on screen?
Is it Wolverine?
Is it Wolverine?
It's not Wolverine.
Is it Professor X?
Yeah, I've never. No, and I feel like it's such a weird answer, and I've never had a good representation of her. I want to see a good Psylocke.
No, fair, absolutely. Yeah. Now, do you want British woman stuck in Asian body Psylocke, or do you want just Asian Psylocke?
Probably Asian Psylocke.
Okay. Because there was the whole Betsy Braddock's mind stuck in Psylocke's body, and then just recently in the comics, I say recently, it was like a year, 3 years ago, they just gave her body back.
Say what you will about X-Men Apocalypse. At least the design. I mean, it was very much.
It was a comic accurate ass design.
Yeah.
Didn't watch it.
Okay, what about you? What about you, Zach? Who's your
Captain
favorite
America?
superhero?
Basic bitch.
Captain America.
Love it.
I guess
attitude, never gives up. Like, stands up for the little guy. Like, was a little guy, knows where it's from. Represents a notion or like an ideal, and not the actual fucking country.
Mine is that big.
Spider-Man.
Spiderman, attorney at law. Excellent. Why do you love Spider-Man, Kyle?
Whip.
Fair.
Because I don't know. I've always just I like his costume design. I like how he's the he kind of has the jokes even when he's the worst of situations. And yeah, it's just
he's definitely
He was geeky.
Yeah,
I resonated with him.
he's definitely the highlight of the MCU right now.
Mm.
Yeah.
I will say I think seeing Spider-Man No Way Home is like my favorite theater going experience I've ever had.
Oh, it was real good. It was real good. That was such
Yeah.
a good movie to see in theaters.
Yeah.
Um,
That was good.
one of my favorite
I don't
things that
know.
Spider-Man does is whenever he's very serious and mad, he's very quiet. And I always love when in the comics that happens. Like people are like, "Uh-oh, he's not making jokes," and like they know that they're in
Yep.
trouble, and they're
Mhm.
like, he's making jokes. It's like, "Oh, we're gonna get our ass," but he's not making jokes. They're like, "Fuck, fuck, 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 fuck." And like, but what were you gonna say, Tiger, before?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I don't know what type of like movie going experience you guys had, but like when spoilers, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire both show up, like my theater cheered, and
Oh
it was
yeah.
fucking like
Yeah.
magical. And um,
Who's your favorite Spider-Man actor? Who did the
oh
best?
god, who
This
did
is
the
another
best, or who?
good question. So of their series, so Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, and the home series of Spider-Man.
Well, for me, I would say my favorite Peter Parker would probably be Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Spider-Man would probably be Tom at this point.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite
No,
Spider-Man.
actually, it's Miles Morales. That's it. It doesn't matter. All the rest, whatever.
He's not in the MCU. We're talking about live action actor. But fair though. Miles is really dope. The Spider-Verse movies are so cool. But no, I would say Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man. I think he embodied the character the most. In like he actually like cracked jokes and was kind of like, there's a lot of vibing in the suit with him. Just like it was good. Like he felt the most Spider-Man-y. Like Tom doesn't talk enough, doesn't crack jokes enough, or like I don't know. He seems like the most like lobotomized Spider-Man, and like his Peter Parker is just too lucky. Like
Yeah.
scored the billionaire best friend to do all of his stuff for him, like out the gate. But I think Maguire is my favorite Peter Parker because he had the worst luck always through all of his movies.
He did.
He was the best embodiment of Parker luck and just like how hard it is to be Peter Parker and Spider-Man. But Garfield did the best Spider-Man, I think. Like just the whole like Amazing Spider-Man 2 where like Electro shows up for the first time and he's like sort of dicking around a little bit, like he's got like the fire hat on, like he's shooting like a fucking hose at him and shit. It's like it's not overly goofy, but it's just playful enough. But then he's also trying to be serious and like like talk Electro down and whatnot. Like he has that good mix. Like the other and Maguire did a good Spider-Man, but like he was also a little too stoic at times. Like, but yeah, that's my opinion. Tiger, what about you?
Honestly, I think all around it's going to be Andrew Garfield. For one, I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is definitely my favorite suit.
The suits
I'm purely aesthetic.
Suits for Garfield were probably the best of them.
Yeah. I really when it first came out, I despised the Amazing Spider-Man suit, like the first one with like the orange lenses. But as time has gone on, it's fully grown on me, and I actually like it a lot.
And just I don't like. It might be a toss up between Maguire and Garfield with as far as Peter Parker, but even with like I mean I know Peter Parker's looked different throughout the years just in the comics, but I feel like Garfield's more believable as Peter Parker.
Yeah, no, I would say Amazing Spider-Man 1, definitely. Amazing Spider-Man 2, he had a bit too much riz going on. He was like, I don't know, like just the way he rolled up to things sometimes, just how he was like really confident as Peter. Like it was like I'm like, man, he's too cool to be Peter Parker right now.
He
But
also had
he
like
goes through
a
there.
TMNT like lair in the
Yeah.
house.
Well, that was his dad's lair that he found once he threw the calculator at the wall and the subway coin fell out, and then he went to the subway, and then the train car turned into a secret lab.
Weird.
But it wasn't his lab. He was over here making web shooters in his fucking shed out back.
But I mean, with the Maguire movies, we did get the best memes.
oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. The best, yeah.
definitely.
And I will say the Garfield movies probably had the worst villains.
Oh yeah. Oh
like
yeah.
that's what sucked. Like the Spider-Man stuff was really good, but everything else was awful. That's what
Yeah.
sucks. Like
Gwen Stacy though I feel like she was so much better than Mary Jane.
yeah,
Yes.
no, she did a really. That's the thing that sucks. It's like I just wish it was like Spider-Man fighting like everyday robbers and then just like his life basically like as the Amazing Spider-Man movies, like, and it would have been like perfect. Like
I mean, with him in the back of the cop car, like, oh, the boys in blue. I mean,
Yeah.
like.
I love the
like
the Amazing Spider-Man movie. He's like, no, tiny knife, my only weakness. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah. Sweet. Yo, Tiger. Lay it on me. Where did you start when you started with video games? What was your first memory?
Oh man, 7 years old. My mom got me a, I think it was an Atari 2600 from a fucking yard sale.
Leisure Suit Larry. That was his
I think it had like Miss Pac-Man, maybe like fucking asteroids. I can't even remember, but I definitely feel like I know it had Miss Pac-Man on it.
Nice.
That was where I got my first start with video games. And at that time, I'm pretty sure the N64 was out. So my dumbass 7-year-old brain was like, "Oh, video games." I'm picturing like N64 graphics. I get home, plug that shit in.
And you're like, what is this shit?
It grew on me pretty quick because I mean, everybody's played Pac-Man.
Yeah. No, Pac-Man's fun. For sure. That's cool.
Later, I got the Nintendo, and like I got a shit ton of games for that because again, I'm pretty sure that came from a yard sale.
Hey, nothing wrong with
Hey, get what you can
yeah.
get where you can get it.
Yeah, and from there it was just N64, PlayStation, PS2.
All right, take us through. So you've had your consoles. You know what consoles you own.
Mhm.
What's your favorite game from each console?
Ooh, that's tough. I guess we'll start with regular Nintendo.
You want to start with the Atari and your like two choices?
My two choices. I can't even remember what I had with fucking Atari. I'm just gonna say Miss Pac-Man.
He's like,
It's
all I
fine.
remember is how
It's just
hot
Atari.
Miss Pac-Man was.
It's just Atari. It's fine.
I saw that cartridge of Miss Pac-Man and something awoken me.
Miss Pac-Man, that bow looks so nice on you, but it'll look
The-
even better on my bedroom floor.
The bow makes my cherries appear on the board.
Oh my god.
Pac-Man, what are you talking about? It's the ghosts. Because for the NES, I had Super Mario Brothers 3. Oh, I mean, I had the Mario Brothers Duck Hunt combo.
Okay,
I had Legend of Zelda. I had a lot of the classics, so that one's tough. But I played the most was probably Mario Brothers 3, so I'm gonna probably go with that.
Let's go. Best. The best.
From there, it was N64, and that hands down is Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
What was your opinion on Ocarina of Time, Kyle?
It's good. It's not my favorite. I never owned it. I think Majora's Mask was my preferred because I actually had that one, so I played it a lot as a kid.
That one I had the biggest hype for. I remember the lead up to that game coming out. I got like the strategy guide for my birthday, and I really liked it, but I never finished it when I was a kid because it was. I mean, I think I was 10, 11 years old when that came out, and it was really hard.
It is. It's hard, and I had a guide. I had one of the guidebooks.
So did I. Ocarina of Time was just, I don't know, it was like a game changer.
Yeah.
When I got it again, like I got so many of my childhood games used. Just, I mean, it had a save file on it that has it was saved right up to Ganon, so I got to experience like the end of the game first, and then go back and start it from the beginning.
That's funny.
Yeah. PS1, that is probably going to be Breath of Fire 3.
Okay, I played I think 1 or 2.
It's a toss up between that and Digimon World. Breath of Fire 3, fun fact, that's actually where the whole tiger thing started because there's a tiger character. Yeah.
Ah.
Some lore?
Some lore. Yeah, there's like a tiger race in the Breath of Fire series, and in Breath of Fire 3, there's like a half man, half tiger guy, and he can transform into a were tiger. And that's where the whole tiger thing started.
See, I didn't know that.
Oh, we're learning stuff.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really spent a lot of time. Like, I know you guys have, but I mean, we haven't spent a lot of time talking about like older video game consoles.
No, this is true. This is true. We're usually losing our minds at 3 a.m. when we used to talk. You want some fucking food?
You want some fucking food or something?
All right, so PS2. You better. I know what your answer should be.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought.
Definitely the game I've sunk the most time into.
Oh yeah. I'm like, there has to be something else to happen in this game. I've only played it 64 times and beaten it, and so there's got to be secrets I still don't know about. Final Mix 2.
And then after that was what, when you got the 360?
I had a GameCube and an Xbox.
Okay. This guy had it all.
I did. That was a good generation for me.
You didn't get Super Nintendo though.
I did not, but I was a bad boy. I
emulated.
Emulated. Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
When I was a teenager, I was like, you know what? I missed out on this whole generation. I'm gonna go back and play.
Such a good generation.
Like Chrono.
Such a good. But anyway,
I played like all the Mega Man X games. I played Chrono Trigger.
Hell yeah.
I emulated so much. I can't remember everything I played.
That's fine.
Nintendo, we fucking got him.
So GameCube, Xbox.
GameCube, probably Melee.
Okay, fair.
I thought you were gonna say one of the Pokemon like Gale of Darkness or whatever games.
Those are fun, but I mean, I played so much Melee.
That's fair.
I was hoping for like a left fielder like Pac-Man World 2. A lot of people love
Pac-Man World 2.
I thought he was gonna say Mario Sunshine, honestly.
I mean, past like Mario Brothers 3 and like Mario Party and shit like that. I mean, I've never been super into the Mario games, like the bigger ones.
Not even like 64?
I played it, but I mean, Zelda was always my game on the 64, and like Pokemon Stadium, and I played the shit out of Mario Party, Mario Kart.
Okay.
Xbox is like, I had an Xbox, but I can't remember like
what you really had on it.
I feel like, yeah,
Fable.
I remember I played Fable.
Yeah,
but to say that was my favorite.
Fable, Ninja Gaiden, Halo 1, Halo 2.
Halo 2 was a lot of fun.
Halo 2.
Halo 2 was a lot of fun.
Halo 2 is awesome. And
Yeah, I played a lot of Halo 2 with my buddy. I'll go with Halo 2. I mean,
okay.
probably a toss up between that and Fable, because I had a lot of fun with Fable.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Single button.
Let's see. Next came 360. Never had a PS3. Never had a Wii. I played a lot of the Wii. I borrowed it, but I never owned one.
You didn't really miss too much.
Yeah. I know I missed all the good games on the PS3.
Yeah, there's a few that are like just still stuck on the PS. Kind of sucks, but most of them.
360. 360's hard.
I mean, you got Gears of War series, you got Soul Calibur, you got Transformers Fall in the video game. Transformers War for Cybertron, if we're being serious.
Not hard because of, like, I don't know what's on it. Hard because I have a lot of good choices.
Got Skyrim, I think. Or was that?
Ooh, he does have Skyrim. He's got Fable 2 if he ever played that, because he loved Fable 1 so much.
Shut the fuck up. Fable 2 and Fable 3 were quality games.
Okay, Fable 2 was good. Fable 3 was good up to a point.
They were good for... Okay, if Peter Molyneux didn't promise so much, they would have been fine. But he was, like, touting them as so much more than they were.
You could choose your dick size. You could make it huge.
No, that would come several years later.
Plant a little seed to have a huge dick.
You could check a guide. Lock fight. Favorite game from the 360. The hype was so real for Fall of Cybertron. I'm probably going to go with Fall of Cybertron.
Okay. Nice. And you had what?
True. Honestly, Fall of Cybertron, we were constantly being like, "Did you see this one leaked image of
Little detail?
Like little detail. Like, oh, we were nonstop going in on it. That was so much fun.
As much as I love Skyrim, I didn't fucking make a music video for Skyrim.
Oh, true. Ugh.
I mean, Nelson and I played Skyrim like it was a multiplayer game.
Yeah, you guys did.
But we did.
Honestly, I don't even like Skyrim that much.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a little overrated at this point.
At this point, yeah. But I mean,
how could it be overrated?
Time...
It's been released 57 times on different things and remastered in different ways.
And
so is Grand Theft Auto 5.
My biggest issue is with how they won't really fix their engine, so it's always the same bugs for everyone.
Well, yeah, you gotta have the same bugs so you can do the same things exactly how they were. Never change.
Some of the bugs are fun, like a giant throwing you halfway across the map. That's fine. But I mean, like...
Yeah, but then you get, like, Fallout 4, which suffers from performance issues, that stuff, and Fallout 76 when it had its issues.
I mean, like, I feel like you get a Bethesda game, you're paying for the bugs specifically, not the
That's the problem. It's because they know there's issues, but their engine is so old, they don't even know how to fix it now, which is really frustrating.
It's not that you're paying for a bad game, you're paying for a purposefully bad game.
Starfield,
it's true.
Starfield, which came out, 2023, is riddled with load screens everywhere. Like, that's crazy. Crazy in this day and age. There shouldn't be, like, that many load screens.
No. Elder Scrolls 6, man. We'll see.
I have no hope for it. I have honestly no hope for it.
Holy shit! What is this?
What is this? I completely glossed over Mass Effect. Oh, shit.
Yeah, buddy. Mass Effect real good.
Real good. Well...
Which Mass Effect, though?
I say that, but I never played 3 because I heard the ending was fucking terrible.
Yeah, but the lead up to the ending was still really good.
It's just the ending that sucks. Everything else before that is still good.
The thing that's really good about Mass Effect 3 is that you get, like, resolution for all the characters that you fucking, like, loved and, like, were invested in, and it doesn't... At that point, you're like, okay, well, whatever on Shepard's ending, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't care about the main character.
No.
Well, I'm the main character. I don't care about myself, so it's fine.
Well, okay. See, and back when I did it, everybody was like, "Why the fuck are you playing as femship?" Because I don't know. I played as femship because there's already 3,000 male space fucking
Yeah.
yeah. Plus, it
Oh,
was
they
Jennifer
give you-
Hale as the
Yeah, they give you the option. Who gives a shit?
yeah. God, Mass Effect was so good. There was a lot of good games for the 360.
So good. There were.
There
360 was a highlight of a console. And
I
then,
still have it.
Me too.
Yep.
Oh, grab it right now.
Mine's in a box somewhere.
Yeah, mine's in like my basement right now.
Ooh.
Here's mine, right here.
Nice. I have the Gears of War
You
one,
just
and I think the Battlefield one or Call of Duty one.
Wow, with my 60 gigabyte hard drive.
Damn.
that wouldn't hold up today, Zach.
I wouldn't even be able to play Sparking Zero on that thing just because it wouldn't be able to have all the data on it.
Can't even hold one game.
No.
Can't even hold
These are
one game. They're like
massive
Call
now.
of Duty, kill yourself.
The jump in the size of games from that generation to the next generation, kind of insane.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, it really was. It's like you buy the Xbox One and it's like one game is like 40 gigs and you're like, why?
Mm-hmm. Now they're hitting the hundreds.
Yep. You play a Call
COD's
of Duty
like
game where it's just
300
shoot
or
on a
some
fucking
shit
map
like that.
and that's it.
Call of Duty's literally 300 gigs.
What
for
about
me.
Mortal Kombat's the one that just came out? Wasn't that also ridiculous on launch? Like it was
Yeah.
like, but for what?
Because of all the
literally what?
4K textures for everything.
It's stupid.
Because they take up so much space. So
You don't need it. Give me
You know what's
games
nice?
with worse graphics and less crunch, and I'll be happy.
And then you get a game like Animal
Oh.
Well, which looks amazing and all that stuff, and it's literally 52 megabytes or something like that.
Insane.
Game doesn't have to be massive to be good. Just look at. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just the motion of the ocean. But okay, so Xbox One, Tiger. Do you have any fond memories of that one?
What did I play on Xbox One?
Yeah, it's the thing. It's like I fell out of love with video games around Xbox One, so it just sort of like sucked.
Fuck.
That's when I transitioned to PC.
True.
I mean, a lot of games that came out for Xbox One came out for PC. I mean,
Yeah, true.
I guess
And
that's when I got my.
mine would've been
Literally
Xenoverse
anything that comes
2.
out for Xbox now is on PC.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
point in me ever getting the series.
I can't remember because that's also when I got my PS4, and I was like, "What's an Xbox?"
I mean, honestly, if you don't have anything, just go straight to PS4.
I played Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah, Soul Calibur. There you go. That was probably the game we played the
Yeah.
most on.
But I'm sure I played something on it. I just can't remember. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Soul Calibur for now, and
Yeah.
something pops in my head. Now PS4, that Horizon was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It was God of War for me.
Persona 5.
Oh yeah, there you go. Persona 5.
Persona 5.
Persona 5.
Spider-Man.
Persona 5.
He goes Persona.
Spider-Man for you?
Yeah. That game was.
It really was. If I didn't have Gears of War, I would have been Spider-Man. It would have been Kingdom
What
Hearts
do
2. Oh, that's
Kingdom
what I
Hearts-
played on Xbox One. It was Kingdom Hearts 3.
You're dirty. Playing that on a non-PlayStation console.
Yeah, I
I
played it on
had to.
PS4.
I had to play Kingdom Hearts on as many different consoles as possible.
So you've played Melody of Memory on the Switch, right? Could be.
I watched Melody on my computer.
You played Dream Drop.
What'd you say?
Dream Drop.
Yeah, Dream Drop on 3DS. Chain of Memories on Game Boy Advance. I could have played one of the DS ones, but I just never owned them. And then PS2, PSP, and then PS4 PS4 and Xbox One. Only
Nice.
missed PlayStation 3, which would have had to have just been buying the collections again.
Yeah, I have all the collections.
I have the PS4 collections. I don't have the.
Want to get it on PC so I don't ever have to worry about it ever.
Get it on PC so you can mod it.
That too. It looks so cool doing the like randomizers for that and shit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I've seen a lot of funny randomizers. I think I saw Master Chief in one of them.
That's crazy.
He looked good. He looked better than the actual characters.
That's funny.
Can I say, hot take? I think the PS2 version looked better than the current, like I don't like the style that they have.
stick look.
Yeah, I hate it. I just think they looked weird. They had like weird like shadowing, like almost like they had like just like sienna-ish like makeup to like do contours on it. Like I don't know. I did not care for the like how they made the models look in the game.
Like kind of Play-Doh-y.
Yeah, kind of Play-Doh-y. Like it looked better when they were just kind of shitty looking on purpose.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I like the look of it. Did a good job with it on Unreal 4, and Unreal 5's is gonna look insane whenever that comes out.
So,
Yeah.
Sora doesn't.
She's gonna be a real human being at one point.
Yeah.
She's gonna like move to live action.
It might.
Do you guys still
it
think
very
they're gonna? Do you still think they're gonna take out the Disney and just go straight Square? Or was that just a Zach opinion? I can't remember.
I don't remember if that was my opinion or not. That might have just been like a do you think they would? But
Like a spitballing kind of thing.
it really depends. Like I don't see why they would go back to like now. I'm like I guess I'm saying what my opinion would be. I don't see why they would go back to Disney Worlds if they're essentially like because did you play Melody Tiger or did you like watch it at all?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Do you care if I talk about it?
No, go ahead.
Basically, they revealed that there's like another world, or confirmed it. They kind of hinted at it in the end of 3, but like there's like a world of, I guess it was imagination or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like the world that Sora's in isn't our world. It's like the world in that video game or whatever, but it's its own whole like universe or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's why they can't find Sora because he's not in their universe essentially. But like, if they're gonna have that, like, I don't know. I feel like it would be crazy to go back and then just be like, and like, what? I'm gonna be honest. Like, what the fuck Disney worlds are they gonna do? Like, they'd have to make like completely like original like Disney storylines at this point, or really lean into like the CGI like movies that they haven't done or sequels or whatever that have come out. Like, I guess we'll get like Frozen 2 or like. You know, other than that, I don't really even know what the hell they would do. Like,
well, I mean,
they did go with Toy Story to make kind of like an original story.
Yeah.
And I guess Big Hero 6. So yeah, they just kind of have to make their like original stories for some of these. Which if they do, cool. I'd be in on it. I'm not out. I wouldn't be mad. I think they may have finally like they probably keep like the main Disney like Mickey, Donald, Goofy like that would probably stay, but like. Outside of that, I doubt it.
With that kind of line of thinking, I mean, different universe, and with Disney owning Star Wars and Marvel, I don't think they'd ever do Marvel.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Absolutely.
But like, they've also done Tron, which was like
Tron, yeah,
kind of out there.
Yeah, true. And Pirates.
And Pirates, yeah.
I mean, there's already heavy speculation that they're going to do Star Wars in this next one, and I really don't want Star Wars in my Kingdom Hearts.
Why not? A lightsaber Keyblade would be pretty sick.
That would be sick. That would be sick. But I don't feel like it fits. But
I won't. Wow, man, I'm like torn.
Space, like...
I'm torn. I'm so torn now. I'm lying naked on the floor. Like, would Darth Vader boss fight go fucking hard?
I mean, I think it
would
probably...
a heartless fused Darth Vader go fucking hard.
That would be pretty sick.
Story-wise, that would go fucking hard.
As long as it's Darth Vader and not Kylo Ren. Keep it literally
True.
They would probably go with Vader though.
Yeah, no, I don't think they really want to talk about the new trilogy at all. So they would definitely go like, what's going to get the most.
They would go more fandom favorite, which is definitely Vader. You probably wouldn't even see the newer stuff. It'd probably be like 4, 5, 6 era characters. If I had to guess.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be pretty
I'm mad now. I've convinced myself. God damn it. Anakin Skywalker, the nobody of heartless Darth Vader. I hate it. I hate you.
Could take place on like a Death Star or something.
Oh my god, it's like literally the world would be like Death Star, and then it also oh fuck.
That'd be cool.
You're in the bar on Tatooine. My friend doesn't like you.
Just seeing somebody's arm get chopped off in a Kingdom Hearts world. I'll never find more wretched hives.
Oh my god, old Obi-Wan Kenobi as your partner until he's dead, and then it has to be Luke.
I mean, with it.
Darth Vader slashes at Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's fucking robes fall, but the heart fucking goes up like he died.
That would be so messed up to see, though.
Oh my god. You die and they do like the Kingdom Hearts thing instead of Mickey Mouse taking over, like Obi-Wan jumps in. Anyway, so for PS5, I guess. What's the go-to game on that one since we've kind of caught up?
That's a good question. Baldur's Gate.
Dude. I'm still waiting for that crossplay to come out, so that way we can like do a thing. Give me a no. Maybe Zach if he gets
it. Would it be 4-player?
Yeah.
It'd be 4-player.
I would consider getting it at that point then.
So I feel like Zach, you'd miss out on the character interactions, and I feel like you'd like some, a lot of the characters.
Fair.
Kids have to play it twice.
I mean, isn't it like recommended to play it like 15 times to try to get as much content as you can out of it?
Yeah, plus there's also the Dark Urge version of the game where you do all like the bad things. So it changes all your dialogue a bit.
Is that what Nelson did? That feels like a Nelson thing.
No. Played the regular version. I just don't have.
Am I wrong though? Doesn't that feel like a Nelson thing?
Oh yeah. I want to do the Dark Urge. I just need to find like 300 hours of free time again.
Yeah. It took me and I tend to play games a little bit slower. It came out for PlayStation in September, I think, and I didn't finish it till January. But there were long periods of time where I wasn't playing it.
Yeah,
Step aside, child. You haven't played One Piece Odyssey like I have.
That was last year for me, man. There's so many games I had to get to, so I just had to get through them.
Yeah. Well, with Baldur's Gate, I was like, this is what I'm going to be playing. There's not other games are just going to be on the back burner. But yeah, that's definitely my PS5 pick. So far, anyway.
All right, what's your favorite Pokemon game? Go.
Probably, it's either going to be Heart Gold and Soul Silver or Black and White.
Fair enough. Both.
Nice.
What about you?
For a Pokemon?
Yeah.
I honestly agree with you. It would have to be one of those two. I think would be my favorites. I honestly, I will say one thing. Fuck. X and Y
Oof.
only because I was able to make my preferred favorite team and have them all have mega evolutions.
Okay.
So that was really, I really enjoyed playing it for that reason. Really bonded with the team on that one, but
Soul Silver for me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, we've told the story in the podcast before. That was one of my favorite Pokemon memories. It got you back in. We all got the game like early in the morning. Went back. We all named each other like each other's rivals, and then we just started playing, and it was just so much fun.
Yep.
Too bad about. Well, I really like Scarlet and Violet on the like story and like just. I want to like it so much more, but it needed so much more polish.
Yeah, no, it can be said for both Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. I think they were going in the right direction with the game, but like Sword and Shield was like proof of concept that like you can do this, but you just need more. And Scarlet and Violet just wasn't enough more. It was better. It just wasn't enough still. Like
Yeah.
they needed more. I think an issue I had like the main city, the big main hub game for that. Like it was empty. There was nothing to do there. They had shops that you couldn't even enter for the most part. And then like there was just, and it was the same shops in different areas of the city. There was nothing to do. Like I missed the games where like there was stuff happening in the cities. It wasn't crazy or anything. You go to Goldenrod City, whatever. You got to go into the tower of the radio station or whatever, and then you fight Team Rocket in there. There wasn't anything like that in the game.
No.
Like
They've
really taken away the strife that you had to go through with like any like of the evil characters or whatever. Like there just aren't any anymore. It's like, hey, you got to fight these like kind of pissed off students. Like
it's because of the way you were able to tackle the game. I think I was like that.
True. Like it had stuff, it had content. I just and I guess it's being selfish. I just want there to be a lot more.
I don't think it's being selfish.
Better.
Exactly.
What'd you say?
I mean, this is the most
just performance.
Yeah, performance. I mean, I played it on the Switch Lite, and I didn't really ever run into any performance issues, but
I mean, I didn't have it as bad as like a lot of the videos and shit were saying, but I mean, I definitely noticed the frame rate was bad, and
yeah.
I was noticing it a lot more on the DLC for like frame rate and whatnot. But like in the base game for me, I didn't really have an issue. But I also waited to play it after like a lot of the bugs were fixed too.
Yeah,
they had released like a couple patches or something.
Game Freak just needs to outsource. They need. I mean, they have the money.
I don't even know if Game Freak's gonna be making fucking games after the whole leak that just happened.
Yeah.
Like the source code for like the last like 5 games have come out. Like they oh my god. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily Game Freak, but like the Pokemon company itself is like everything was leaked basically.
I think I was talking to Nelson, or it might have been the whole. I can't remember. I said plot twist. Game Freak decides to sue Pal World, and Pal World's like, okay, we'll leak your information.
That would be pretty low of them.
It would be, yeah.
Well, it's already low of Pokemon to even come after Pal World. Like,
it is.
Like,
but
I'm sorry they gave
Nintendo,
more content in
man.
their game at a base level for like its first build that came out than you did in like the entirety of your last like 6 games.
That's Nintendo for you, man.
I don't know.
If Pokemon or if Game Freak wanted to sue them for creature designs, that'd be one thing. Like, yeah, they might have a case there, but for a ball throwing mechanic,
no, they're going for
patent. Like, get out of here! You're suing Digimon. Like,
most of it's patent infringements, and when most of them are stupid shit, really stupid shit. But
Like it's not. It's unfair for a gaming company that just makes like creatures out of existing animals and objects to be like, nobody else could do this. Like, get out of here.
But I mean, I'm not saying it would have been right, but I would have understood it more. It's like, oh, this one looks way too much like this one.
Yeah, no,
That would have made more sense
it is
to
also
me
on
anyway.
other companies to be like, well, let's not essentially just make an alternate looking, the knockoff version of this. Like that, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
either.
well, I also think weren't they? I think like most of the monsters are AI generated or something like that, and they were trained on
They
like
could be.
Pokemon algorithms, basically.
I mean, if they did that, that's fucked up.
Think
It's also
I
lazy.
don't know enough on it. Never played it, and
what I had heard when the whole AI accusations came out, it was like very small things they had used AI for. I didn't think it was for creature designs, but I could have missed that. I stopped paying attention to the Power World stuff pretty quickly.
Yeah,
it's a completely different game. I've played it. I mean, it's fun, but it's way more Arc than Pokemon.
yeah, it's basically
it's Arc with Pokemon. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't like.
I was gonna play it if it came out to console. Well, it came out to PlayStation, but it didn't.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fun. But it gets old pretty quick.
Yet. It's still in early access.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But it is what it is. It's really fucked up for Pokemon to go after him, but
yeah, but that's what Nintendo does.
Yeah,
they sue the shit out of everybody and everybody. They
you'll never.
They killed off all Switch emulation. So.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
They were trying to kill off any emulation whatsoever.
Yep. They got the big one a couple months ago. They're suing that dude into the fucking ground. I think he owes them like $10 million in damages or some shit like that.
Oh shit!
They just give him a small sword and say.
And then the
Open
other one, they just got the other big one. I think it's Ryujin or something like that. It's like a month or two. So, yep. No Switch emulation.
I absolutely am in the camp that emulation is needed.
It's technically considered legal. The problem is you have to make everything yourself, and it needs to take certain files from the Switch in order for it to work. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I just feel bad that anybody that tries to do it for Nintendo specifically. So it's like you're putting a target on your back, man. Like it's not worth it at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they went after it because the Switch is still selling and out more, because there's all the other ones are still out there and they're not going after them.
Oh, they just put out a big thing where they were talking about there was a, forget what it was. It was an interview or something, but like or a Q&A, and people were asking emulation questions, and Nintendo's like, doesn't matter what it is. They're like, it's against the law, and like it hurts our business. And it's like, but it's games that you haven't released in over 30 years or whatever, and they're like, doesn't matter.
Right.
But it's actually not against the law. That's the thing. It's not against the law. It's in a gray zone. They've tried this before years ago.
Yeah, no, and they're still on that stance.
And that doesn't matter what their stance is. The legal standing is as long as it's not it's built from the ground up, and it's not using any of their original source code, then it is considered free use, because it is preservation. However, anything that you download ROM-wise is illegal. Technically, you're supposed to only be backing up your own physical copies. That is the legal connotation for that. But nobody does that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bargaining.
Just like Just like I didn't download a Digimon game that you can only get in Japan. I didn't do that.
No.
Nah.
You would never do that.
I wouldn't.
Just like you never played any of those Super Nintendo games.
Exactly. I wouldn't
Except
do
for
that.
the SNES
Unless
Mini.
I owned them.
You would never download a car.
You wouldn't steal a car. Pirating is illegal.
And it's not a victimless crime.
But yeah.
It's not a mouth-based video game.
Alright, I got one more question for you, Tiger. What's your favorite movie?
What's that? Favorite movie of all time?
Yeah.
We ask the hard-hitting questions here. Past, present, playback.
Do.
At PPP. P.
Off the top of my head, first movie that popped in my head was Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know.
Boy.
I don't know if that's my favorite movie of all time, but
It's a movie.
that was the first movie. Yeah, it's a movie. First movie that popped in my head. Also, Lion King popped in my head too. But
Oh yeah, I felt like you were
my
always a
favorite-
big Lion King boy.
yeah, probably my favorite animated movie of all time. So
Cool. Definitely.
a lot of people probably judge me for saying Pulp Fiction, but fuck them.
Why? I mean, Pulp Fiction's a good movie.
I showed it to my friend a couple of years ago. A lot of judgment came from it because
Really?
just product of the '90s, product of Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
all know you're a big foot guy, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah. Wait,
But
I don't. I can't remember. Hang on.
what?
I can't remember if there's like a gratuitous foot scene in that movie.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not Kill Bill.
Yes. Um,
There's a lot of other stuff, but that wasn't what the judgment came from.
yeah, I know. I mean, like that's what kind of sucks about like, hey, let me show you this one of my favorite movies from like 20 years ago, and you're like,
Like, ugh,
well, like
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, sometimes
But,
things don't age well. But
yeah.
How about you guys?
So you'd have to watch the previous podcast to find out what our answers were.
you know what? That's
free rides
funny.
here, Tiger.
That's so funny because literally my coworker asked me this today. He's like, "What's your favorite movie?" I'm like, "You know what? I have a podcast about this. Just go watch that. I'm not getting into this now." He's like, "You got a podcast?"
Go spend the next hour and a half watching this podcast and we ramble on. Also, I'm only saying that mostly because I don't fucking remember what I said already.
I think we did top like 10s or 5s or
Yeah,
something
we
like that,
did.
so
We
that
went
didn't help
harder on
either.
Tiger. He had to. Well, that's because I don't think Tiger ever did my exercise of writing down what his 10 favorite things were about things.
I love that you still remember that. God
Of
damn.
course I remember that. You son of a bitch. You and Nelson sucking big old wee-wees.
Because we both have commitment issues and we can't pick favorites.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at my top 10 list. Yeah, we definitely don't think picked a favorite movie out of all these.
No.
And we don't have to. And then Tiger, I have one last question for you. So we found out what your favorite Pokemon game was, but what's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, that's cool.
Tyranitar.
Okay.
Fair?
Solid.
For a second,
choice.
I wasn't sure if that came through.
No, yeah, no. It was,
I mean,
Solid.
he's the closest you get to Godzilla.
I mean, yeah.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Godzilla movie?
Richard. Okay. Well, you already asked your last question, Kyle. But answer. What's your favorite Godzilla movie?
It's hard not to say Godzilla -1 because that was fucking phenomenal.
Amazing.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So without the thing that just came out, because that's
without the thing that just came out.
Yeah.
Favorite Godzilla movie. Oh man.
It's okay to say the Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Oh yeah. Well, that goes without saying.
Yo, there was some concept art for that movie where they were like, we're gonna make Godzilla sexy.
What do you mean we're gonna? He's a slender boy. A she, actually.
Yeah, they gave her some some proportions. Let me tell you. Didn't really come through in the movie the way they drew it, but the way they drew it was holy shit. There were some porn artists who were probably like, "This awakened something in me."
Godzilla 2000.
Okay, solid.
I don't know if that's necessarily my favorite, but that's my favorite Godzilla design. So,
Okay.
and it's only used in a handful of movies, so I have
Yeah.
to watch it again.
My
But that's yeah.
my favorite Godzilla is besides -1 at this point. Don, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Monsters All Out Attack.
All Out Attack.
So good.
So good.
Alright, do you have any other questions for him, or are we wrapping this thing up? Putting a bow on it.
Have any more questions for El Tigre? I guess I do have one more question for you, Tiger.
What's that?
Did you have fun while you were on here today?
I had a blast.
Awesome. Love to hear it.
We love to hear it, everybody. I think that's where we'll end it today on a high note.
Yeah, that's a good place to end, and
Bye.
Bye.
Mm.